This is a Heritage Hip Hop exclusive. This is a Heritage Hip Hop exclusive.
Ladies and gentlemen, stop playing with me. Every time Heritage Hip Hop comes on your computer screen or your phone, we give you nothing but the best. And I welcome you back to Off the Record, the show where we delve deep into albums to talk about cover art, lyrics, beat selection, and also how the album was created. I am Karev, the host of Off the Record, brought to you by Heritage Hip Hop and heritagehiphop.com, where we introduce you to your future favorite artists today by celebrating hip hop culture from its foundation, from New Jersey to around the world. So if you mess with hip hop, you mess with Heritage Hip Hop. And today we're going to go over an album that's coming out, well, very, very soon that you need in your collection. The album's called Boom Bap Alumni. And to be alumni, it means, I'll let them tell you. To my immediate left, right, whatever it is on the screen, you can see the one of the co-hosts of the Mic Council. Please introduce yourself and the gentleman along here with you.
Yes, sir. This is DJ Kawon today, the producer, talking about this album, man. Shout out to Karev, man. I appreciate you, brother.
All right.
All right. I'm Notes8ighty2wo, and I am featured on the Boom Bap Alumni album.
Don't be shy. Come on.
Yeah. I was waiting on to be introduced, man. Yeah, I'm K-Tre, man. You know, my heart's good, my mind's a fool, man. And shout out to my brethren Kawon, man, for really shooting the alley-oop, man, the assist on making this project. So big ups to you, my brother. You know, I salute you, man. I love what you're doing, man. Keep going, keep growing. Shout out to you too, Karev, man. It's been far too long, man. We finally got a chance to do this, man. It's been far too long.
But since you said that, I'm gonna do what you said. We're gonna take it back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Off the Record, where we bring you your future favorite artists today. And I want to introduce you to three gentlemen on the show that if you don't know, you need to know. The gentleman on my immediate left, right. It is on the screen. That's my co-host for the Mic Council. Not only is he a person with a media presence, he also a person who's a lover of music. He is one of the recipients of the Sound Wave Award, highlighting some of the best producers in hip-hop, indie or mainstream. His name is DJ Kawon. So everybody salute DJ Kawon. Wait a minute, y'all, because we want to do this right. Everybody salute DJ Kawon. All right.
Yes, sir.
Then, next to him is one of my brothers, another brother of mine who has took me along his journey in hip hop, and it has been the road less traveled but well deserved. And let me tell you why. It's less traveled because if anybody and everybody could do hip hop, y'all would do it well, and y'all don't. Find yourself with people who are trash. Basuda juice filters throughout the culture, and we have to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, not to put people down, it's to lift up the fact that this man put his life on the line, his story out. He honors his parents, and he honors hip hop, which means he's honoring you by giving not only his best work, but work that transcend the mind. It also gives you your future. That's what MCs do, and that's Notes8ighty2wo. Salute to my brother, Notes8ighty2wo. Wait. Salute. All right. That's the Wu-Tang clap. And then we got my brother. Let me tell you something about this last gentleman on the screen. Me and him talked a while ago when we talked during his single Freedom. Yeah, the Freedom being he was talking that good stuff. And not only is he a provocative thinker, because he told me he pushed pieces, which means playing chess, which I didn't know about. But that means if a man could play chess, that means he's calculated, which means he's thought-provoking and not someone who's quick to move. And a man that can control his spirit is mightier than a man with muscles who could tear down a door, because the rabid beast will always get shot, but the thinker will plan ahead and make sure he preserves his life and those who he surrounds himself with. This is a man I respect because at the end of the day, his mind is more dangerous than the fingers that he could touch you with. And that's my man K-Tre. Salute.
I say, man, I say.
That's the Wu-Tang clap. You get that out of the way. So once again, welcome to the mic. My lady came out and said, I don't know what I said, it was deep. Shout out to my wife. Rob, what's good, Rob? She didn't say hi, she just said.
Shout out to the listeners.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody, and I want to say everybody in the chat, thank you for joining us. Shout out to Freaka, shout out to Palaya, shout out to Jux Diamonds, my brother Jux, back block music.
That's good, bro.
Let's go.
Jux.
So let's talk about hip hop, y'all. Everybody wants to talk about the album, but albums don't start with being albums. Albums start out with concepts, ideas, and albums come from a desire to produce what is being missed. So, gentlemen, I could take this in any order y'all want. What was missing in hip hop, and why was this album necessary?
Let me start that one off from my perspective. I'm a huge fan of The Tunnel. You know what I'm saying? DJ Clue, The Professional series, a lot of those Violator albums, right? And I was just like, you know, we really don't do that anymore as far as like hip hop albums, where it's like a really dope compilation album, not meant to be commercial radio and nothing like that. It's just bangers, right? So this project, and I'll start to say that these two brothers who are here with me, they're the reason why I'm here today as far as this. And actually, my man Trey kind of put the bug in my ear a few years ago, next month around my birthday, because I think we was hanging out on my birthday. And he was like, yo, bro, you know too many dope MCs. You need to start utilizing that skill that you have of getting people together and seeing the same, you know, seeing the same target, and then put a nice little project together, right? So I went home and sat on it, and I was like, you know, man, my brother ain't never led me wrong on anything when we have these conversations. That's what I love about him so much, is outside of the music stuff, like me, this is like my brother. Like, we've had life conversations. He's been around my family. Both of them, actually. Notes been around family too. And you know, that's why their opinions matter so much to me when it comes to any move that I make when it comes to this music stuff, because I respect their craft and their pens. And I just respect them as men, you know what I'm saying? Because they're stand-up dudes. So that's what kind of put the thing in my ear, bug in my ear, to say, you know what, let me put a project together, man. Because, you know, I did the Heat tape with Condu, my brother Condu, who's a producer out here in down in Texas. And, you know, that was a collab project. All of the collab projects that I did with all the MCs, that was me just kind of providing the soundtrack for their words, you know. And I'm not lost on the fact that their name's on the marquee, right? You know, it's the MC plus DJ Kawon, so I was cool with that too. So finally, I was like, you know what? Let me do this Boom Bap Alumni, because I've been trying to put this together for years. And every time I would do like a batch of beats, they get snatched up and all that stuff. So
Pregnant pause, man. Yeah. You skipped over. I mean, how did you get to beats?
Oh my God! So beats.
You know what I mean? Yeah, beats. Yeah. What happened? You didn't make beats. What happened? How did you start making beats, man? Yeah, give these people the truth. Get what they want.
Shout out and RIP to my Uncle Frankie, man. That was
my, for real. I say it's my dude too. Rest easy, Uncle Frankie, man. What up, Uncle Frankie?
Yeah. Frankie is like one of those old school black men who don't give a bleep. You know
Not one, yeah.
So he grew up in Rock. You know, we grew up from Rockaway, right? So he grew up in a band, and he sang. Like, he was a singer. My Uncle Calvin played the drums, and they had some other people in their bands, but they just couldn't write music at the time. So they had a guy that wrote the music, sort of, and he took the material and left. So they basically became a glorified cover band, and then Frankie got into making music and making beats and all that stuff. So when Uncle Frankie passed away a few years ago, we was cleaning out his apartment, and he I got his MPC. It was just laying in the house, and I turned it on and played a couple of those beats, and I was like, "Yo, these are kind of fly," and found his book that he was writing songs with, right? So the thought came on me of like, man, this dude went to the grave with a lot of great ideas, and he didn't present it to the world, right? So that's what made me say, you know what? He kind of taught me how to kind of structure beats and stuff like that back in the day. I just never really went to it. But it's like, once I turned that machine on and started messing with it, man, it's like everything he instilled in me just hit me. It's like literally like a superhero powering up. Like, everything just started laying in place for me. And then I haven't turned back since, man. It's literally like every time I make a beat, I can feel his presence in there. Mm-hmm. And this is for him, man. This is for Uncle Frankie. This is for my pops. This is for everybody who always wanted to do something creative and just never had to due to life. You know what I mean? So I just got to keep putting music out. I got to keep creating, and I just got to kind of do it in a way that to show artists that, you know, you kind of don't need all that glitz and glamour to do some dope shit. Just stay consistent. You know what I mean? So that's basically what this past 2 years has been. Has been dropping 13 projects. This will be my 14th. This will be my debut album, and just being consistent, man. Just finding the right artist to work with, and just vibe off that. You know what I mean?
That's the key.
Yes, sir. Yes,
They're right
sir.
there.
All right,
I'm
well,
proud of you, man. Salute again, K.
Definitely proud of you. The great DJ Kawon. That's what I'm gonna say, man. The great. And I don't say that about a lot of people. Y'all know that. You know what I mean? So
okay, so then let me challenge Notes and K-Tre on this then.
okay.
Alumni refers to a graduate or a former student of a school, college, or university. And in modern terms, beyond academia, it means corporate.
Mm-hmm.
What does Boom Bap alumni mean to you in that realm of the definition of alum? Both of y'all can answer this.
It's a brotherhood, man. I mean, Kawon, I'm gonna say this about Kawon, right? Kawon makes you a believer, right? And what I mean by that in the brotherhood of, I've been around a lot of people that I consider to be brothers in my past ventures with music, right? And it never turned out the way it should have turned out, right? And it was never about the music. With Kawon, it's always about the music, but it's also about caring beyond the music, right? So if I'm going through something, and I'm not afraid to tell my story. I know this, right? When my wife was, diagnosed with cancer, Karev could say this too, but more or less Karev and Kawon, you guys were there. No matter if you wasn't there in the physical, you guys were there over the phone. You guys were talking to me. When my pops went through something, y'all extended an olive branch to me and said, hey, whatever you need, call me. So that's what alumni to me means. Any artist that is involved with what Kawon has going on, it's a brotherhood, man. It's the next man up. If I fall, Kawon got me. If Kawon falls, I got Kawon. So I think it's that mentality of the next man up. But we provide that loyalty and that brotherhood, and it doesn't fade away. It's kind of like some people go through some things, and it's kind of like, oh, I'm not gonna talk to him no more. When it's like, nah, the next day I got to get on the phone. I got to talk to my brother because we're men over here. So that's what it means to me.
K-Tre, what you got?
Man, it's not enough I could say about this dude, man. The show ain't long enough, man. But just since we met, like, alumni for me means like being christened in this regard. It's like we christened in, man. We built, like he said earlier, that's family. That's family. Like, bro, I can go into detail, but I won't, man. But that's family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's much as I can say. His family know me and love me. I love them and know them. My family know and love him. Like, it's once we met and linked, man. The train never stopped moving. So and he's been like one of my biggest supporters since he heard my music. I never forget the time I gave my first mixtape, man. Like, dude called me before he got through the first track. Before he got through the first track, he was like, yo, this you? And I was like, like, yeah, man. And we just built a bond that's unbreakable, man. That's unmatched too, man. He's one of the best men I've met in this journey of life, right? I got a few good men on my side, and he's definitely one of them, man. And for that, I lay it down for him. He can't call me for nothing. That he can call me for anything, basically. Yeah. So yeah, the alumni for me is just us being locked in, and anybody that he vouches for, I take his word for it because he's a good judge of character in my eyes.
Yeah. On the front end, yeah, we've had some hiccups here.
I mean, but I mean, evolution is a part of life. So yeah, dude, you still human, goddamn on me. But when you judge their character in the front, that you were on point, and people change. That's just a part of people. Like, people change, but you weren't wrong for what how you felt initially. The energy that you got from whoever it was the right. You did the right things with it, man, and you were fruitful from it, man. Some beautiful things came out of those connections. They were just short lived, and they were meant to be short lived.
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, man. And
Seasons,
Ain't no
alumni,
man. It's
mistakes
all about
made.
seasons, Kawan. It's seasons,
yeah,
man. It
Exactly.
happens.
seasons.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
and alumni for me too is just like any other like college situation. When you may have some people who went to the school, but they just don't come back around no more. It's still alumni. You know what I'm saying? I'll never take that away. But we just don't allow them on campus anymore.
You know what we call them? You know what we call them? Because we gonna keep going. We call them dropouts. So let's just keep moving. That's what we're gonna do. We call them dropouts. Let's just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it this year. I'm gonna keep it real. We call them dropouts.
Shots fired. Okay, so
Yeah, shots fired, man.
I'm gonna continue with the term alumni and bring it
Yes,
back
sir.
to what you said. Because shout out to my man Couch on there, my man Rich. He said alumni equals brotherhood, but alumni is deeper than a brotherhood because brotherhood is camaraderie between men for a common purpose, right?
Yep.
But it's like when you become a champion, not only are you it's brotherhood, but it's sacrifice. It's the common goal. It's the determination to exist, especially in the realm where others are forgotten. And for it to be Boom Bap is one of the most forgotten, most underappreciated genres of rap, hip hop music because everybody's going technical or et cetera, et cetera. I want to ask Kawon, in the spirit of alumni and being joined, was this a joining of MCs under a complete rehashing of a sound, or was it bringing people together under a common sound to remind people of how dope the genre is, or more?
Yeah, a little bit of both, but mostly it extends from the mixtape show, right? I've been on air since 2011 with the mixtape show, and then when I'm doing those interviews, when I wrap things up, I always say, "Hey, man, just want you to know, you Boom Bap alumni, come back. Let's talk about the next project whenever you're free. You know, we're gonna extend that thing." So everything I do is always based off of highlighting some really dope MCs, right? So this project was me getting my favorite MCs that I met throughout the years and just put them on a project together and really present this project in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Just because I've seen a lot of people release music and it crashes and burns because they're just happy for the moment. You know what I'm saying? So this was it's very meticulous on this drop. It's very thought out. The presentation with the look, the colors, the presentation with the sounds, because I want to show my different techniques of production. Like we got some hard street music. You know, Notes did a dope record. That's like one of those ones. We got some abstract joints. We got some traditional boom bap joints. You know what I'm saying? And we got a ill posse cut because you don't see too many posse cuts anymore. So it's just me showing my different versions of my production styles. And then, like I said, just getting some really elite MCs who need to be on your radar, because that's always what I'm saying. Like, these dudes need to be on your radar. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm working on. Basically, from here on out, man, it's just getting with the right people and just putting them in a place where they can get recognition and having fun making music, man. It's nothing like creating something from nothing. You know what I mean? And you know, the joints that these brothers on, you know, we'll get into them, and I can kind of tell you how those happen. But it's just incredible to see. And especially Trey, man, because Trey's like a mutt when it comes to music. Like, he does a little bit of everything. So I'm always, he's the one I haven't cracked the code on yet. You know what I'm saying? When I send a batch of beats, because I know he has so many different styles. So it's kind of like whenever I feel one of them is his style, I got to get with him right away. Like, yo, man, can you please give me a verse for this one? Because I feel like this is it. And I haven't been wrong yet with him, but I definitely want to take time and hopefully build something with my brother in the future. You know what I'm saying? That we can do. And Notes, man, it's Karev. I know we say this all the time, but Notes, this ain't the Notes that you used to, bro. This ain't the Notes you used to.
Yeah, he changed his damn name. Yeah, I know.
I'm glad you noticed that.
Yeah, I know. I saw that whole long ass like comic book, man. All right, cool. I got you. All right. So let's start working into the project though. I want to say this before I get into the project. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button and share this. We got to hit the Instagram, and everybody algorithm. Everybody on Instagram, join us on YouTube. But if you stay on Instagram, there's a link at the bottom of the live. That's our merch page. Please check out the merch. We got new t-shirts coming this week, and we'll also have announcements for the Heritage Hip Hop Awards coming August 29th at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Now, the Boom Bap Alumni album. Let's talk about the album cover. Is that the album cover above me by far?
Yeah.
Who's the angry ass old man with the pizza on the mic?
That's me, man. That's me. That's me
Wow.
putting it. That's me. That's me putting this project together, bro. That beard I had, when Pops passed away, I kind of grew out a beard to honor him, and that's when I started working on this project. So I kind of wanted to document that, and it's not AI. That's like hand drawn. I got an artist to hand draw everything for this album. So I definitely wanted to have that feeling of it's created from scratch. Everything's created from scratch. There's no shortcuts on this album. Nothing. Everything is hand drawn. Everything is created with intention. And he basically captured me in my workspace. You know what I'm saying? Because that's very similar to what my workspace looks like outside the crack door that we got in the corner.
No, I get it. But check this out. That artwork and the sound of this album wanted me to. It kind of led the spirit to want me to ask you: is this album made in the spirit of '92 to '94?
Yeah, that's I would definitely say that was my thought process, because like I said earlier, The Tunnel and Violator and all those albums are my favorite type of albums. So this is me kind of saying, what if I was in that era? What would my sound sound like? So it's kind of like that.
When I listen to the beats on this album, the reason why I said 92 to 94, that's the early Illmatic. That's when people like 10 Thieves were out. That's when House Survivors were out. Y'all don't know that? Do your homework. But
Exactly.
that's when that era came out, and the even the samples, even early, that was early Tribe. Everything was very clean. It wasn't like a whole bunch of rambunctious sounds, because Wu-Tang was there, but not really there yet. It was like that was before the dusty sound came. It was more clean, and it was more authentically smooth. Does that define your production, or did that define the character you wanted to portray for this project?
No, that's more my production style. That's my favorite era, and I just love those analog sounds, and I love those snares, the snap. For me, nothing has to be perfect. I know some people, they want to have that perfect feel when they produce, and everything just has to sound right. Like, I love it when I make mistakes, because some of those mistakes on those beats sound dope. You know what I mean? It's a joint on the joint Notes did. I fucked up on that one on something, but it sounded good, and I was like, I think I'm gonna keep that. So, nah, man, I try not to. I'm bare bones, man. I'm very minimalistic with my approach with everything, because and I know this is controversial, because this is the producer versus beat maker thing, right? I always say I'm a beat maker on the front end, right? I'm just making the beat, send it to the MC, let them record, and now we're gonna produce the record. So we're gonna build around it after that. So I try to keep it as minimalistic as possible, because I don't know what they're gonna say prior to getting that record. So I try to keep it as minimal, and just have some little points in the track that they can pick up on and do certain things. So, I don't need a $50,000 studio to build a beat. You know what I'm saying? I got my MPC that Unc had, and it worked fine for just him. You know what I'm saying? And there's no need to overdo it. You know what I mean?
But Kawon, there's something I want to bring to your attention. When producers make big sounds, they define the moment. And when producers are eclectic, they make grooves in the road of success, because then people could find different paths to their own success, right? And to me, there's like 3 beats that I listen to that remind me of you, and I want to give them to you. Let me know if I'm on the right path. Pete Rock, Let It All Hang Out, ADOR. Am I correct? I think of you when I think of that strap, because of the horn used. When I think about your drum patterns, like I said, everybody, this is 92 to 94. When I think about that, I think about the Cool, West Coast. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just jamming them another day.
There you go. And then to update the sound, but yet keep it in that era, Souls of Mischief / Kids in the Hall, Wheels Fall Off. Am I about correct?
Yeah.
So when y'all listen to a DJ Kawon product, it's not neck snapping, it's so introspective, because the beat talks and the MC either rhymes with it, or they're fighting a groove that they have to catch. Am I correct?
Yeah. I look for very abstract samples if I'm doing that, to kind of, like you said, to kind of lay the foundation with the drums, because the drums are always my foundation. And I think we talked about this on the show Sunday, how I don't go out to sample the big records that people have already done in the past. I look for those weird, 1965 Polish jazz, you know what I'm saying? Joints or live jazz albums or something like that, because you're gonna hear that weird cracking sound in the background. That's I feel like that's gonna add a little character to it. So definitely, man, I'm always on the vinyl pulling samples, and I'm always looking for things that everybody else don't go for. Like I'm not a big fan of the sampling what everybody else sample. Like I'm not gonna sample a Parliament record or anything like that. It's just not my style. So I like to find those things that people may not know about, and I can beat the algorithm a little bit too when we release these records.
K-Tre, since he said you're more of a mutt, which means you can blend it to anything. And what does Kawon's beats bring out of you that the average producer misses in your skill set?
He touches it, so his tracks, typically the ones that I've been on, they allow me to go to a place that I haven't been able to go to in other tracks that I've flowed on or wrote to. You know what I mean? It's refreshing because him having that New York background, and shoot, I grew up on New York hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that was like the first before it got to Southern and West Coast, right? New York was the first, right? Tribe, like you said, Big Daddy Kane, just having just the New York feel, period, right? LL Cool J, like you can just go back, right? And as far as you want to, the leaders of the new school, I'm a mutt. Like he was saying, like when it comes to music, man, my music palette is vast. From classical to jazz to hip hop to hardcore rap to alternative to soft rock. Like it's I'm a mutt to this whole thing called that is music, right? Like I don't want to box myself, right? Even if a fan may feel a certain way, right? Like, man, you should rap like this, or you should just talk about that. Like, want to box me because they like a certain track that I've done. But it's like, well, there's more to me than just that, right? There's more to my ears than just that. Certain different thing. I said this on one of my tracks. Excuse me, The Process. If it talks to me, I'm gonna talk back. That's just it. Like once the beat speaks to me, I damn near can't control my left hand. Shit just starts coming, and it's just, you know what I mean? Like when the beat actually speaks, when the track actually just speaks to me, as soon as you put it on, boom, words start forming, and before you know it, there's a verse, you know, or there's a concept, or there's a song. Like it just happens like that. So the tracks that I jumped on with my brother, man, were the ones that just spoke to me. It's like, and I told him all the time, I said, just keep sending them, bro. When they speak to me, I'm gonna rap on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did. And these are some of the things that have been produced from the tracks that he sent. Like, you know, the ones I jumped on were the ones that said, hey, say something. And I said something.
So it's easy to marry your lyrics to a Kawon beat.
Yeah, when he sends when the beat speaks to anybody, that's what I'm saying. Like it's not any track that speaks to me, I'm gonna speak to it. And Kawon has sent me tracks that spoke to me. He sent me other ones that didn't.
Shout out to Rich.
But the one
question, because I asked you his question. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, everybody ask the questions. I'll put your questions in the show. Shout out to Rich. And one thing I'm gonna tell y'all about K-Tre before we let Notes, aka Thanos, I'll change his name. Before we get into the
my name is the same, man.
Yeah, but the way it's spelled, that's a different check. Okay. I already know what's going on, yo. But shout out to K-Tre, because one thing I can take about his wordplay, K-Tre reminds me of the family member that will sit down and tell you the truth and let you bump your head and say, "See, I told you," but he does that in the song. And I respect it. Fred, that's how I take it. Am I wrong? Because that's how I take it.
Nah,
you can't be wrong with your perspective.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's the type that be like, go and do that shit. See, you bumped your head, and I come back and listen to it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I get from your technique. And
Trey, real quick, Trey, he does command a room, bro. I've seen him be in the room, and he commands that attention from people because they respect him, and it translates into the music. Because when you hear his voice, It's literally like you hearing Zeus speaking from the mountaintops. You know what I mean? So that's why I always told him from the rip, like, bro, you one of my favorite MCs. Like,
Yeah.
top. You know what I'm saying? He's one of my top 5 on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we did the alumni track, because that's where I put him at. He's in my starting 5 on anybody. He can go with the best of them. And it's always funny when I see him do his work and people like, oh, you from Dallas? You know what I'm saying? So it's that weird look that they give him, like, oh, you
That
from
shit
Dallas. You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
to me, man. That shit crazy. I hear that shit so often, man. It's crazy. I don't even be surprised no more. I'm damn to be waiting on it because so many people have said it in this walk of life that I've been on and just been in different places, and then they hear me flow and they like, or they hear me just speak and they like, you from where you from? And it's like, you from Dallas? It's like, yeah, what you think Dallas niggas sound like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is there a box that you put Dallas, Texas people in or something? Like, well, what's going on with that, right? Like, I don't know, but it is what it is. And yeah, this my turf, this my cloth, man. Yeah.
All right, so let's ask Notes the same question. What is it about a K1 beat that brings out of you that other producers may have missed?
I laugh because you know what? With me and Kawon, me and Kawon knew each other for so long, right? And I didn't know Kawon actually did beats, right? And Kawon was doing beats for a while, and I didn't know. And then he dropped the Heat tape, right? And I was like,
Yeah.
I was just joking. I'm like, yo, Kawon, man. I was like, yo, I can't get no love. And Kawon started laughing. You know, the distinguished laugh that Kawon has, man. And Kawon's like, yo, I can sing you something. I'm just like, yo, I'm just playing. Kawon sent me a batch of beats. And when he sent me those batch of beats, it was like, okay, I think Hip Hop for Wishing, the song I made, I literally took that beat, and it's just like K-Tre says, those beats, when it speaks to you, and you start getting the writing and you get the feeling, you know, you just let the magic come in on paper. You know what I'm saying? So for me, any beat that Kawon has sent me past Hip Hop for Wishing now, it speaks to me like K-Tre said, but it actually challenges me. And I think Karev, you know this, and Kawon knows this. I was always about a big sound, a big sounding record, right? And production wise. And for me, Boom Bap was my first love. I love to rap the rugged stuff and stuff like that. And once Kawon started sending me a batch of beats, it challenged me. For the first time, I think in a long time, I was challenged to sit there and literally methodically think about a beat and write to it. And like Kawon said, I know Kawon makes mistakes, but those mistakes are the reason why I love his records. Because I'm like, okay, I know Kawon know he made a mistake here, but I'm gonna make this sound dope by rhyming to this stuff like that, right? And it's not bad mistakes, it's actually good mistakes. And I'm like, Kawon probably think he messed up here, but I'm gonna rap over this. This is where you get songs like Lobby Story and stuff like that. We ain't gonna I know we're gonna talk about that, but that's where Kawon's beats have challenged Notes8ighty2wo and Karev. I know you said I changed my name, but this is why I changed my name, because Kawon has given me a different path to go on now. And this is the path that I'm gonna stay on, man. And I mean, Kawon, I'm not picking nobody over Kawon when it comes to beats. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, because he created this new sound for Notes8ighty2wo.
Thanks, Kwan. Thanks for fucking up the spelling. I appreciate that. But before we get an album, Johnny Floss is on the line. Shout out to Floss. He got a new album out right now, a new couple songs out. The Swag Pack. Check my bro out. Check my bro. Yeah, I'll listen to the music, y'all, so I can shout it out on the show. You know what I'm saying?
Johnny Floss, yeah.
My Brooklyn brother, my Brooklyn night. There you go, Johnny Floss. What's up, man?
Yeah, shout out to the Nets. But I mean the Nets for whatever. So here we go.
No. We're not doing that, correct? We're not doing that. Knicks all day. Yeah.
Of course.
You know that.
Of course.
Johnny know that already.
I just shout out the Nets because no reason.
Yeah, exactly. Never mind.
Shout out to Floss. The Floss said, what was the process of picking the artist on this album, Kawon? But before you answer that, I'd like to let everybody know these gentlemen are part of the Boom Bap Alumni, and Boom Bap Alumni is a collaborative album which has various artists on it. So now, Kawon, please.
Absolutely. Yeah. So the initial process was getting home team guys on there first, right? So get my crew, because I know how to work with them. I know they work fast. So we knock out those joints first. And then I kind of reach out to other artists who I've known over the years, and then start working with them a little bit. And then I try to find like a one wild card or somebody I'm familiar with, but I don't have any working relationship with. So I wanted to kind of build something with them. So it's always going to be for me home team first, just because I know how they work. I know their process. And you know, man, I'm 40. I'll be 47 next year, so I don't have time to be sitting around waiting for verses anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like if I send a beat and I say, "Hey, can you knock this out in 3 weeks?" and they're like, "Yeah, I got you." We get money, you know what I mean? And that's just years of just building relationships with people, you know what I'm saying? Where they trust me and I trust them, and I just kind of stick there, because I feel like when you start working with too many people, you kind of lose yourself a little bit. And I've been trying to develop a certain sound and a certain feel with my guys first before we kind of expand out, just because when you start bringing in new personalities and stuff, that could throw things off a little bit. So for right now, it's just kind of with the crew, and then you know, I'll reach out here and there with some extra people to throw them in the mix too, because I got another project I'm working on that's not heavily featuring the crew, but it's some newer voices that you're going to hear soon.
All right, so let's start getting it down. Drums Rugged has a great question. Drums, we're going to save that question to after a specific song. So the mixtape show is DJ Kawon's show, where he actually interviews artists and shows you not only the depth of his knowledge of music, but how he can talk to an artist about being an artist. Why did you use your show as the intro for this album?
Because that's the home team, that's the home base, that's the foundation of the album. Had it not been for that show, for the show, I wouldn't have these relationships. You know what I mean? These are people just over the years where I wanted to give them a safe space to talk about their art and not talk about the BS. You know what I mean? And that's always the feedback we get is like, yo, I love coming on your show because we ain't got to talk about what this person's doing, what this person's doing. I love talking about my music, and you give me that space. So that's always been the foundation of the show. So I wanted to kick it off that way to kind of remind people that Boom Bap Alumni is here because of the mixtape show.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to us, because y'all not gonna hear about Max B and Jim Jones tonight. So let's go to the first song. Let's go to the first song, On the Low, featuring S and Lindor. All right, Kawon, this is your lane. What tell me about that song and how that came about?
So this is me working. Having like, I know Lindor and S are really close. They're both from Canada, and S is kind of like a mentor to Lynn. Like when Lynn got back into making music again, S was kind of the guy that was kind of, you know, helping him out to get on his feet. And he had kind of mentioned to me that it's been a long time since they worked together. So I was like, yo, let's use this opportunity and do that, man. Let's get a funky record. So this is probably one of the newer beats I did for this project, because a lot of these beats are leftover beats from previous works. These are all from beat batches from other albums that we dropped, and they just didn't make the album, so I kind of batched them up. But this one was one of the fresh ones I cooked up specifically for this album. And S and Lynn was on it, man. They was very happy to jump on it. And I think I love it, man. It's one of my favorite records. Well, the whole album's my favorite record, but this one particularly, I think it sets off the album perfectly. It kind of sets the tone.
Lynn has a real bully style. Like his delivery is very patchwork, because he'll rhyme and he'll accentuate that last word in a certain way where the next rhyme starts and it goes right back to that. This is the song where he talked about Saquon Barkley and running through things, you know what I'm saying? And then he talks about being the eagle and things, and you can see how he's putting visuals together and meaning. And S is like a straightforward rhymer. So the way they marry each other on the track is more so as an intro track. It brings people into the understanding that this album's going to be work, not just enjoyed. Do you take pride in knowing that you're making something that's going to work the mind and the spirit when people listen to it?
Absolutely, man. When I put things together, I think as a DJ first. The flow of the album, you know, I think of it like a mixtape. You want it to flow in and flow out perfectly and seamlessly as possible. So I definitely wanted people to hear I like to call it textured boom bap, because it's a lot of like textured stuff in the beats that I like people to hear and pick up on. So this is just one of those challenging records for me that I did. And I had to strip it down a little bit because there was way more to this beat originally, but we stripped it down to that. And that's it was a good call on S, because he was the one who called it out. So it's pretty dope.
Next song we have is What I Think About You, featuring Travesty, the Lazy MC. Now let's talk about Trav a little bit, because Trav, I heard a lot about Trav. I heard a lot. People like, I heard one of my partners was like, Travis, he lazy MC. Do we need another lazy MC? You know what I'm saying? And then I have people who listen to him like, yo, dude, nice. he's very deadpan, but he got lyrics. The thing about Trav that gets to me is he makes a concept song that sounds like a regular song. You sit back and think about what he's talking about, it really hits you here and here.
Yeah.
Notes, talk about Trav. When you hear Trav, what as a writer, what do you notice about his style and what he brought to this project?
Well, I'm gonna say first off, me and Kawon already know what I'm gonna say. Hook master. He is the hook master of all hook masters. I'm gonna get that out the way first. But Trav, the lazy MC, that does not fit him. I just don't. I just feel like when you hear Trav, people think he's so laid back, but you gotta listen to what Trav is actually saying, man. Trav is a puncher, man. Trav be punching, but it's a laid back type of puncher. It kind of reminds me of Sugar Ray Leonard. That's what it reminds me of. You know what I'm saying? Kind of reminds me of that when you think about Trav, because Trav is. I've never heard anybody that sounds like Trav, man. I've heard the cadence like what Trav has, but Trav is just I'm gonna say a easy, smooth puncher, man, when it comes to rapping. And he says a lot of slick stuff that people don't be picking up, but I pick it up, Trav. I see what you be doing.
Yeah, Trav is my cheat code. Every time I just need something, I'm always gonna go to Trav first because he's gonna knock it out for me. He's
hook master.
Yeah, he'll lay a hook in the I don't know what his process is. I kind of do, but it's just amazing when he sends records back, and I'm just like, wow, you know what I mean? I'm like, the dude don't miss, man. He don't miss, and it's a dope record too because it's kind of like I Used to Love Her, right? To me, you know, I took it as he did. That's his version of I Used to Love Her, so I can't wait for him to shoot a visual. We was talking about a visual for that one, so I can't wait for him to shoot that visual.
Yeah, Trey, let me ask you a question. You are a person who's known to blend it to other beats. I want to give Trav his flowers because on what I think about you and on Rap Life, which basically almost is the same thing that he's talking about, which is love for the game, love for the pen, love what he do, and the people who support him. When you hear that and you hear his distinctive voice and style, and yours kind of is not delivery and not depth like the baritone, but y'all have a similar delivery to me, where you preach it out. And then he'll just hit you in the pockets and take that with you. You know what I'm saying? When you hear these other performers on this project, as a writer, what do you feel when you hear this?
Two things, man. I for one, like Kawon knows, man, because I like I said, I planted a seed for him to do this type of stuff, right? So I'd be proud just to hear like bro actually doing it, right? So that's the one thing that comes to me first. Like he actually took some shit that we talked about and he put it, you know, he brought, and I don't know if this is a kid-friendly show or not. I'm cussing. Let me stop if that's the case. But he took some stuff that we talked about, man, and he ran with it. So I'm always proud. And then I'm since I'm a student of the game, like I say, hip hop alumni, like, man, I'm a forever student. I continue. I love to learn. I appreciate people that don't sound like me, right? It makes me reach, man. It's like, man, it also allows me to kind of go back into my fan mode of hip hop.
Yeah.
Like get out of the competitive part of it, get out of the other part, and I can just appreciate another rapper. Right. So when I hear the Lazy MC, like he's dope to me too, man. Every time I hear him spit, I'm like, yeah, nah, his style is dope, man. I like his approach to the tracks that he's on, man. I like his approach to it, and I like the way he formulated his ball. I like Trav, man. Trav dope, man. He really is dope, man. We'll work together soon, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
You on mute.
Muted. Technology. Muted. Let's go to the next song. Lobby Story. Now. Here they go. Lobby Story, right?
They grunt over there, correct?
Lobby Story caught me by surprise, y'all. For anybody who ever been into a real fight, not street fights where people just swing and they just get lucky. I mean a real fight. When you're in the ring, right? 3 minutes is a long time. And when you're throwing hands and somebody can hit you with a gut punch, it really, you either gonna fart shit on yourself or you're gonna recalculate your whole strategy.
Yeah.
And Lobby's story was a recalculation for me because I always hear Notes with the cadence. You know, I get it. You know, Notes give you this bop, the old Bobby Brown bop. You know what I'm saying? And Lobby's story was a change in repartee. This was different. This was Notes story rhyming and painting pictures with a different cadence. Notes, where did Lobby's story come from, and how did you find this voice?
Lobby's story came from, I'm gonna go back to my teenage years and growing up in, you know, Brooklyn, New York, man. And seeing, you know, walking through the lobbies, you've seen a lot of things. If you lived in the housing projects in New York City, you've seen a lot of things. From the pee in the elevator, from the defecation in the elevator, the going down the stairs and the crackhead throwing up in the staircase. You understand what I'm saying? The dealers hanging out in the lobby, and you know, certain people just didn't match up, that didn't belong in the lobby. You understand what I'm saying? So what I did was I formulated all of those things that I seen growing up from a bird's eye view or walking past it, walking out of my building. And I just wanted to formulate a story that would give people, because it does, this story is real life, not just from me, from my perspective, but this perspective from everybody else that grew up in the hood and seen that stuff and was out in the streets. And I just wanted to give everybody that perspective of it. I love stories, man. I don't think I've ever told a story. I think Karev, that's why I shocked you, Karev. I've never told a story in that type of perspective. So once Kawon sent me the beat, which Kawon, can I say this? This right here was my brother asking me a favor, and I'll never say no to Kawon. But this was supposed to be on actually another project that was supposed to that is coming out, not yet, but it's coming out soon. But it was supposed to be on our album that we formulated called The Faculty. And when he asked me about it, I'm like, brother, if you need that on there, you need some storytelling, go ahead, let's go with it, man. So that's where Lobby Story came from. But it was just my perspective of seeing a lot of things growing up in New York and in the housing authority buildings and stuff like that. And I just wanted to be different this time. So that's why you heard the cadence change up and stuff like that. I couldn't be the old, well, I'm not gonna say the old. I couldn't be the same Notes8ighty2wo that did beautiful and did lot. It's not gonna work. So I pay homage to Kawon on this one. I think Kawon was the reason why Lobby Story was created.
Shout out to Bad Seed who just, and I'm glad you're here. Stay tuned.
Oh yeah.
Kawon, what you want to say?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, Lobby Story was something I wanted to do cinematic, man. I just wanted to flex my production skills a little bit and do something cinematic with it. And like Note said, once he recorded it, I was like, yeah, nah, I gotta take that, bro. That's got to go for the prize. You know? But it was with a thought process in mind of this Boom Bap Alumni album is setting up me and Notes working together into The Faculty, and then there's some other work down the road. So it's kind of like we set this thing up in tiers, and I think I wanted to put one of the, you know, at that point, one of the best records he had recorded so far for that project to this project to kind of, you know, leave a little breadcrumb for what's coming down the road. So when I heard this, and it's one of those ones, man. I can't wait to bring this to a visual. We're already in talks on how we're gonna do that.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be really dope how we bring that one to a visual.
Okay. I like the usage of the samples. Like, I like how you said, you know, that's using Ja Rule, listen up, I got a story to tell. He actually did Lloyd Banks, and then you went into the Jizza, Tommy Ain't My Mother Up from Boy, and y'all can listen to the song to know about who Tommy is and how it fits into the song. I like this song for the simple fact, painting pictures is one of the most important parts of hip-hop culture, because if you think about the history of our people, we always use visuals, whether it was any type of music, you know what I'm saying? Beans and cornbread had a fight. Beans knocked cornbread out of sight, you know what I'm saying? We had Old Pig Meat Markham. We had that type of music. Even if Wade in the water, you know, someone's gonna trouble the water. We always had songs that had a visual connotation that stirred the soul. So in hip-hop, when we have story rhymes, those are the songs that can shake you because you can hear it and see it. Rest in peace to Notorious B.I.G. for that as well.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to Guerrilla Warfare featuring Lindor and the Bad Seed. Now,
shout out to Seed.
This is one of my favorite pairings in the whole album. This one caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, Lindor is very slow, deliberate. Such and such, yeah. In the background, yeah. You know, he got that deliberate slow thing, and then C, just like he closed the show like a marksman. Like, yo, let me say this to everybody who has not heard Bad C's music, you stupid, and you haven't followed him. But let me say this. Bad C, since I started Heritage Hip Hop, I'm so happy I did, and God gave me this. I found one of my favorite MCs of all time. One of them, I mean, I met some people, and then, don't get me wrong, I got to talk to some of my favorite MCs. Shout out to Billy Danz and Razkaz, you know what I'm saying? And Redman. But meeting Bad C and really getting into his catalog, and then hearing him on this project, Bad C's aggressiveness made Lindor's verse stand out more. Bad C was the point guard on this track. Kawon, what does that mean to you?
So let me give you background about this actual record. This record was actually had another person featured on it prior to, you know what I'm saying, all of this, right? So we snatched his lyrics off, and me and Seed had a conversation. And shout out to Seed, man. Without getting too far behind the curtain, man. It was some bullshit going on, you know, in the past. And Seed called me up, man, and we talked like men, just to kind of, you know what I'm saying, talk it out based off of, yo, bro, I know this ain't you know what I'm saying, there's some other stuff. We still straight, you know what I'm saying? So we
wow.
so we snatched the OG vocals, and then he was like, yo, throw Lynn on there. I like Lindor's style. So that's when we I sent it to Lynn, and Lynn sat with it for a couple of days and knocked it out the ballpark. And they
I know you see that. If you don't see that,
we made it happen, man. He you know, Lynn studied the record, and he wanted to counterbalance Seed a little bit on that verse, man. And I think it's a dope record. I know we've been talking about possibly doing a video for that as well. So I think it'll be dope. And salute to Seed, man, for always just being a stand-up dude. Like, a lot of people who have his resume and his caliber in this game, he should be a whole lot more cocky than what he is, you know what I'm saying, based off of what he's done in this industry. But he's always one of the first people that reaches back and always, you know, checking in on you and stuff like that. And that's what I appreciate about the most. And shout out to Six Man Entertainment, man. It's a dope crew. And like you said, go check out that catalog, man, because he got a crazy catalog.
Time out.
He is a goat, man.
Wait, time out. Shout out to Six Man.
Yeah,
I love Honey De Niro. All right, that's the truth. Shout out to Control the P. Shout out to Excel. Shout out to everybody over at Murder Megs.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody, but I love Honey De Niro.
He got his Barry White on.
Yeah, Honey De Niro. Honey De Niro is one of the dopest females I've heard. Like, period.
Yeah,
her, Ty Phoenix. I would love to have a song with them too, for real. Like, that's dope. And like I said, this is one of my favorite pairings on the album, because I believe, like I said, if Lindor, if I had to give him a position on the basketball court for that song, it would be power forward. So with Bad C on the track with him, I would think it would be Gary Payton or Sean Kemp. And if y'all look, I'll put stuff out there. If y'all don't do it, that's on y'all. I don't care. Y'all know how I feel about this.
Yeah.
But K-Tre, I'm sorry, man. You my boy. I'm sorry. I'm just bugging out. But
you good. No, I love it.
But keeping it real. If Lindor and Bad C did the EP together, I think Gary Payton and Sean Kemp doing the oop or doing dunking on Chris Gatlin with Gary Payton like that should be the cover of the joint, because I'm not playing the songs. They got to go get the joint. But let me tell you something. If there's any song on here that makes you want to buy this, which y'all should, the lobby joint is definitely one of them. Lobby Story, but Guerrilla Warfare is one of the ones that's one of them ones.
Yeah,
that's one of them songs that made K-Tre pick up his pen and be like, "Oh, you think you nice? I got something too." Am I right? I'm right. Hey, wipe your beard. Am I right? You want me?
Hey, correct, man. We getting to know each other, baby. Come on now, baby.
Yo, hip hop is fun, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not breezing through this fast. I just have a certain message that goes with this that I really want to talk about. Talk to me about Eric Solo and Hasbro. I was confused with that song.
Eric Solo. Eric Solo, man, that's my Mad Good Records label mate, man. He's a dope MC out of the West Coast in the Bay Area. And Hasbro is basically him talking about a has-been bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what it means by that. So he just kind of talking about this dude that in his mind he's still that dude, but everybody in the world is kind of like, nah, bro, you a has-been. You know what I'm saying? So that's just him being fun. Eric is one of those like fun, like he studies like Humpty Hump and he studies Digital Underground. He studies my man Madlib when he's in character mode. So he's just kind of like one of those character types rappers. And then it was a fun record, you know what I'm saying, that I liked. And that's just his style, man. He's just always looking at the lighter side of things and just making fun of the situation. So Hasbro is basically short for has been bro. You know what I mean? And we had a little fun record with that one.
Yeah, I was confused when you talk about the man walking down the beach with his chest out. I was like, okay. I missed that part. I'm cool. See how he's still laughing? I'm not.
I know you guys. It's just your reaction to it, correct?
Yeah. All right. Shout out to Eric Solo for making the album. Salute, bro. So we're gonna go to Penmanship by Ace Wonder. Ace Wonder is another MC on this album that so this was a standout track to me for this simple fact. Ace Wonder knows how to make a song. He doesn't just rap. He knows how to structure himself to the song. Think about it. When Penmanship first came on, you heard the first lines of Torture. I've been in this game for a couple bullets. Who's the best? I don't know. That's Method Man, y'all. If y'all don't know, and it was kind of like a dedication to Method. Then he went into how nice his pen work is. And one thing I liked about Ace Wonder from the first time, I think it was MJ. Shout out to MJ Savino who put me on Ace Wonder. Ace Wonder has a clarity that most MCs lack because they don't know how to pace themselves on a record. Notes, am I correct? K-Tre, am I correct or am I wrong about Ace Wonder?
Oh yeah, you correct. You had me tap into more of what he got going on because you asked me a question behind. Yeah, but he's definitely yes. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Dope MC, man.
Yep.
Dope MC.
Very dope.
And shout out to MJ Savino, man. She know the talent. She know the talent. She got it all around her.
Yeah.
Yep.
I actually went through Ace Wonder's discography. Like I listened to everything I could find. And I found clues to his style that reminded me of Notes8ighty2wo. So just like I said, Lindor and Bad C, I'm just a fan, y'all. I just be dreaming. But if I got a Notes8ighty2wo Ace Wonder AEP, that would be something because this new Notes with the longer name,
my God, dude.
He has, but no, when I look at how you look, let's keep it real.
Yeah.
New York Times is one of my favorite Notes8ighty2wo songs. And then Daydream, right? But that Lobby song is right there. And that's not the same. And there's 3 different styles of songs there. What's the Dr. Dre one you did? I'm on fire. That. They're all
Detox. You talking about Detox?
Yeah, they're all different types of the same MC that uses the mic as a different weapon each time. You taking your bow and turn it into a 3-section staff and then break it off into nunchucks. Like you have the wordplay, which is the hands, and you have the technique, which is the skill to get on beat. Ace Wonder is like the person with the weapon that can use it without making you bleed, but hurting you at the same time. And that's what I like about y'all too. What does Ace Wonder do for you, Kawon? And how did you come to work with him on this?
I'm a fan first, man. I've been similar to you. I've always been to his catalog. Whenever he drops projects, I support it. Buy the projects, and then I just heard the two tracks that he's featured on. I heard him on those and reached out, man. I was like, bro, if you can give me a verse on this, let's do it. And he blessed me with a full record on one, and he blessed me with a verse on the other. So I'm just a fan of dope MCs, man. If they, like I said, if they can tap dance on those beats the way they do, man. He's definitely a different type of MC with his cadences and how he attacks a track. Like you said, he can put together a record. Like he's one of the few MCs I've heard that still like puts together a bridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
yeah,
he's dope, man. I would love to work with him again somewhere down the road. I know his schedule is a little hectic right now, so once we can lock something in, I would love to lock something in with him.
Yeah, everybody, check out Ace Wonder's catalog. His last album that he just came out with is actually spectacular. You know, it's one of the ones that talk to you about the defining life, and that's what an MC should do, help you define life. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on here. I got Notes8ighty2wo on here twice. Notes, you there? You good?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. How an MC Rocks by Trey Dot. Shout out to Trey Dot. Another MC who he's in his love period, it seems. Because while people would think a lot of his rhymes are geared towards a woman, it's actually geared towards the appreciation of life.
Yeah.
And I like this song, How an MC Rocks, because when you think about that term, it's about, let me show you how the East Coast rocks like this, y'all. Like, you don't stop, boy.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a whole lot of MCs on the stage tonight. We got that type of thing. But he'll take a song and transform it into, because this thing happened, you get the best of me, and I'll bring out the best out of you.
Absolutely.
What does Trey Dot do for y'all as an artist?
I'll go. So Trey Dot, as you know, we did that EP, the Vinyl Tears EP, prior to this. And so originally, one of the joints of Vinyl Tears was on Boom Bap Alumni. The joint where he's talking about his pops, taking care of him and all that. So that was originally on Boom Bap Alumni. But after hearing what he was laying for Vinyl Tears, I was like, nah, let's go ahead and put that on your joint. You just owe me one for Boom Bap Alumni. So after we dropped Vinyl Tears and everything, we got back into work, and he did that joint. And to me, it was like I said, the hip hop gods always bless you, man. It was a perfect record for the project. And like you said, him just talking about his love for hip hop and just how he's he's definitely in the phase in his life and career now where it's just about creating, man. You know what I'm saying? Me and him have a lot of conversations all the time, and that's all he wants to do is he just wants to create. And it's not about the whole flashy and look at me type stuff. He just wants to create dope records. So it was an honor to have him on this project because he was one of the original people I tapped into for the project because I love his sound. And it's a Queens thing too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
I was gonna say that.
Queens get the money.
Yeah. You can tell he's a Queens dude, though, man. You can tell it.
Oh yes, you can.
Yeah, you can tell it.
Shout out to the Dallas boys, though.
No, straight up.
DOC, yeah, defeat our
Yes,
first
sir.
club. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Now, Dirty Angels, I want to skip. We're not gonna do that yet, okay? And we talked about Trav, so. All right, this is arguably one of the best songs on the album to me. Content is King talks about the rap game today. Ace Wonder and what was my man named? Ja Rajim.
Yeah, Ja Rajim.
They talked about the state of hip hop today, and that's why I think this is one of the best songs on the album because it's always good when you have somebody talk about life and etc. But the plight of the rapper today is making content and making sure people can see you. And one line in that song that stood up to me is, if we don't see it on your timeline, it doesn't exist.
It's crazy.
Everybody's
crazy.
Timeline. Gentlemen, as the artist, Kawon, you sit this one out. Gentlemen, as the artist, when you heard that song, how did it connect to you? And how did it speak to you as to how you make your art and being seen?
I think for me, man, it's just to be like life, sometimes life is life, right? But we're in an era right now where you have to be seen. And it taught me something listening to that song, right? And I think I knew that before listening to the song, but it taught me something. Yeah, put the music up and let the content be shown, but it's best for you to even put out content of visuals of you just walking down the street rapping, or in the car rapping. Just everything that you do that shows that you love being an artist. You need to do that. So that's where, for me, in this next phase of records and albums and stuff that I'm doing, I'm gonna make sure that I do more of that. You understand what I'm saying?
How about you, Trey?
I can't stand that shit.
Talk about it.
I can't stand it, man. I can. I mean, it is what it
You
is,
muted, Trey.
and I'm. Am I?
All right, go ahead.
Am I muted?
No, you good.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. I appreciated that song because that's one of the things that used to bother me, man. It's like, dude, mind y'all business, man. Like, is the song dope or is it ain't dope? You know what I mean? Like, if it's dope, it's dope. If it's my business or my personal, is my personal. Like,
Trey,
you know,
you muted, Trey.
I'm not muted. I'm not muted. I don't. Oh man.
No, Notes, leave or come back.
I'm not muted, man. Okay.
No, you're good. Good, Trey. Go ahead. You hate it?
Oh, y'all can hear me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So yeah, nah, man. I appreciated that track because it did point out some of the things of the new way of hip hop that bother me, man. Because I see too many dudes crashing that, like really trying to be what they rap about to a detrimental point. You know what I mean? It's like, and they want to use social media to like prove themselves worthy of being respected or being this or being that, whatever they're talking about in their music, man. It's like, being that we not like, that's not the era that I'm from. I can appreciate the evolution of it. It is what it is, but that's just not the era that I'm from. Like, you know, this computer stuff is really, it's pointing out a lot of weird individuals, man. That's what I will say, man. Weak and weird too. WW, you know what I'm saying? Weak and weird individuals, man. WWI, man. It's a lot of weak stuff going on that's being glorified from the male and female perspective, man. It's really crazy out here. So I appreciate that Content is King track for that reason, man. Salute to those guys, man.
You know what's weird to me is that the game has always been what it is, and our social media makes it more apparent. And now we can make it. We appreciate Rakim for disappearing. We appreciate Kendrick and Nas.
Yes, Andre 3000 for disappearing. Like, you know, the guy that you don't really see much, you just hear him. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not co-signing that. He's a fucking weirdo. No, I'm not doing that shit.
What?
No,
what?
No.
Hold up, bro. Like, hold up. He one of the top. He one of my favorites, man. Because the reason why I'm saying that is because this is why I say that, right? It's because fuck how you feel. This is how he live his life. That's what I'm saying. Like, he live a life that says fuck how anybody else feels. Yeah. That's how you should live. That's how I should live. That's how, you know what I'm saying? And so to me, it's weird when you know that people are living for how someone else thinks or feels about them. Like, it's too much of that weird. That's the weird shit to me. So it's refreshing to see a guy like Andre 3000 just live on his own terms, man. No matter what that is, Kanye West, to see him live on his own terms, no matter what. I don't have to agree with the way they do it, but the fact that they're doing what they want to do.
Okay, well, I respect that. But let me just tell you one thing. I respect them both. No, I respect them both. Everybody's giving the spirit by God to live. But when a nigga say I'm 50 years old, nobody want to hear me rap at 50. That's the most beautiful thing about hip hop, is that if it's a living genre, then as your fans grow with you, they want to hear things. But when you want to turn into a fucking samurai and travel the world blowing big ass pipes, no, you're clowning me.
Oh, word.
No,
so let me ask you.
Weird, yo.
So how you feel about Lupe Fiasco?
I respect him as a rhymer.
Is he weird too, though?
To me?
Yeah.
No, because I ain't see that motherfucker put on hammer pants with a large flute and travel the world in glasses. No.
But you seen him do katas with a damn sword that's damn tall as him. I mean,
I
if
would
you
do
talking
that
about the
too.
samurai shit.
I love samurai swords, but you ain't gonna hear me say I'm not gonna rhyme, then go into a concert with no skill at a flute. Go, thank you for coming out. Get the fuck out of here, bro. No, that nigga is like Ronald McDonald, Big Shoes clown. No, he's ass.
Damn,
He's ass. I respect his
damn.
rhyme. I respect his rhyme. I respect
Damn.
it. But when a nigga come out, hold up, yo. Pardon me. Here we go.
That's tough. That's tough.
I don't rhyme anymore. I don't know what I'm doing. Thank you for coming out. Get the fuck out of here. Nah, bro. Nah, we ain't doing that shit. No, my man got.
I respect the hustle, man. I respect the hustle, man.
He had the hat on from G.I. Joe. He had a beret, some glasses, hammer pants, a fucking, I don't know what the black shirt was, and a giant fucking flute. He had what's that shit?
Correct.
The kid flute, bro.
Correct. Let me ask you. I mean, this the only thing. I get it, and I can respect how you feel, right?
Yes.
It's funny, like this is the thing. This man came out into the world as an artist under the assumed group name of Outkast. Why the fuck you trying to put him in? Like, let him be an outcast. Like, he's just living up to how he came out as an outcast. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I think we got so caught up in his dope ass lyrics and the way he attack a beat or attack a song. And so we wanted to make him just say that, forgetting that the basis and the foundation of him is a fucking outcast. He's an outcast. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you something, Trey. Would you rather hear him play a flute or rap?
It's not about what I'd rather. It's about him living his truth.
But no,
and
I'm just saying your preference. Would you rather hear him rap or play a flute?
I became a fan of his raps.
So did you listen to the sleep?
I'm a fan of him rapping.
Okay, so did you listen to the Sleep Deprivation album and get you some rest?
I did. And I did.
Did it put you to sleep?
Yes, and yes. So this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I would play that. But the thing is, here's the thing. But the thing is, like, I don't know if y'all how familiar you guys are with energies and hertz and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
He put that album together, that flute album together under a certain hertz, which if you know, which is helpful. Like, it just is what it is. And like I said, of course, I would prefer him to rap personally. Right, personally, and while still being able to appreciate this man's exploration of his life. This your only life to live. Do it on your own terms. Do what you're doing, fam. And I'm still gonna support it as much, and I got it in my playlist. So sometimes I'm on random, like sometimes one of his tracks will just come up while I'm driving. Like, it is what it is. The flute album. So yeah, man. I mean, but I'm like Kawon said, I'm a mutt to music, man. So I don't.
Yeah.
It's not. I don't have biases. The only things that I really don't subscribe to, most part, some people fuck how they feel. It's country. Because I feel like.
Whoa! Hold on. You don't fuck with country music?
Not really. You know why?
Mikey Guyton?
I never heard. You know why?
Talk to me. Yeah.
It's just it's another thing that they took from us, fam. It's the blues with no rhythm.
That's funny. So have you?
Country music is the blues that can't dance.
So once again, just like you saying, respect, man, and I do respect them. Don't get me wrong. You can do whatever you want with your art.
Yeah.
Right.
But the main word he said was hurt, and that shit was painful. I don't care what hurts he did that shit on. That shit was horrible. That was the Sleep Deprivation album. I put that shit on about track half of when I was like, oh,
probably
shit.
Some of the best sleep you had in your life. You probably woke up in the most positive mood that you ever had. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't even recognize it or equate it to it.
No, I woke up angry. I was like, that shit's still on. Get this shit out of here. Nah, bro. Nah. But shout out to everybody checking out the Off the Record show. Like I said, we talk about hip hop over here. And shout out to my man K-Tre because he's keeping Outkast alive.
Yeah, for sure. I'm an Outkast fan for sure.
When he wants to rap again, I'm there with him. As he plays his flute, I'll miss it, but I wish him the best. Because one thing he did say that I support him on is he's learning music, and that's part of our soul. That's part of our connection to God, is expression. So whether it's for me or not for me, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I'll support a person who's exercising their God gene and wants to feel, you know, close to their creator about how they express themselves. As long as he starts, he takes off the hammer pants with the not Mega Man goggles, I'm cool with it, yo. And we could do that, yo. Let's go to the next song. Intrusive Thoughts by what's my man G Fam?
G Fam Black, yeah.
Where the hell is he from?
He's from Boston. He's part of a crew up there called the Knuckle Draggers. And he's like the Knuckle Draggers. yeah.
The Knuckle Draggers?
The Knuckle Draggers, yeah. It's a dope little underground crew up there, man. And they you know, G Fam is like the ODB of the crew, basically. You know what I'm saying? So he's I've always wanted. He was on the Heat tape. They was on the opening track as a crew. Knuckle Dragons was on there. So when I had this beat for that, I instantly thought of him because it's chaotic and that's like his sound. And he knocked it out the ballpark, man. He took that live jazz sample that I did, and he made it as chaotic as possible on that record.
I personally like that record a lot.
Yeah,
and I want the sound. The name Knuckle Draggers is hilarious. I would love.
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
That's interesting. I
yeah.
Knuckle Draggers, but I know he was East Coast. I know he was East Coast. I didn't know where because you can hear it in his cadence and his delivery. Shout out to Freaker. He said the Knuckle Draggers is hilariously dope. Yeah,
straight up.
But keeping it real though, his delivery was very harsh and it was very East Coast. It was very in your face. You telling me he's from Boston makes a lot of sense because if y'all know Almighty RSO, Edo G, the Bulldogs, you know, even damn New Edition, you know, Word to the Mother, like they have a certain expression that comes across in their music, and whenever you find your sound, that's very profound. Easter egg, profound, which is the next song. And the next song, Profound, features Notes8ighty2wo and K-Tre. So, gentlemen, the floor is yours. Kawon, you set the tone of how the beat was made and how it came about. And gentlemen, y'all talk about what y'all love about working with each other and the song.
So, Profound is it's another one that we had to snatch some verses back. You know what I'm saying? Because it was originally K-Tre and then somebody else. And then after a certain trip up north, we just couldn't get the record right as far as filming it and all this stuff. And then, you know, the crash out happened.
That part right? Okay.
Yeah,
right.
we couldn't get our verses right. So we was on top of it. It was a perfect shot too. We was on top of the Queensbridge projects. Yeah. We was on top of the Queensbridge projects trying to shoot the video. You know what I'm saying? So we was about to have our Mobb Deep moment. And folks just couldn't get their verse together. So you know, my frustrations boiled over after that point, and I was just like, "Yo, Notes, do me a favor, bro. I need a Malcolm and what I said, I want a Malcolm and Martin type verse for that record, right? That's what I told you.
Yeah, that's what you said. It was that. Well, the record was already made, so when Kawon told me, which I'm glad you didn't put that other verse on it. He sent me K-Tre's verse, and it was. K-Tre's verse was amazing to me. I'm gonna let you know that, bro. I don't know if I told you that, but that verse was amazing. I
appreciate it, King. I appreciate it, man.
For me, and don't get me wrong, the record that y'all had before that I'm not even gonna go into that, but the record y'all had before that was actually dope. I'm not gonna sit here and say it wasn't dope. It was, right? So for me, it was just more or less for me to just, you know, add my like you said, Martin and Malcolm spark to it, and that's what I did, man. So I think at that time, I'm always caught in these moments with Kawon when I make songs like Martin and Malcolm. I'm watching the news or something like that, and it just kind of was like, okay, let me talk about something that's gonna catch the people's attention when I rap to this. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it came from. But I'm gonna let K-Tre and Kawon talk about it more or less. I just was added on at the end of it, but I'm anxious to hear the actual, you know, origin story of the actual record, because I came on at the end of the record.
And for me, again, bro just, you know, he reached out and he was like, yo, bro, get on this track with me for, you know. And I said, send it to me, man. Let me check it out. And it was one of those ones that like I told y'all earlier, it spoke to me. Once it talked to me, I talked back, man. And so it talked to me and words started coming, and I just let, my pen bled to the page, and that's just that's what it came out to be, man. I really appreciated Profound, man. And being able to do the video in New York on the rooftop of the Queensbridge Projects was super surreal, man, and dope. I hate that. I ain't gonna say I hate nothing. Things happen like they supposed to, man. But that was a super dope time and a super dope shot, man. That was a surreal song for me, man. And so yeah, he sent the track, man. It had the hook on there, like it was a dope track, man. And I was like, yeah, I can do something with this. And so I did the verse, sent it back to him, and bro, fuck with it. So it's like, okay, let's keep going. And
and it was it was me wanting to not learn, but this is me showing that I can actually chop samples too. Like, say the soul samples, because I typically don't do that too much, but I wanted to get at least one of those type of records in while I was chopping some soul samples on there.
And that sample was you picked a dope ass sample too. I like that sample, man.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Uncle Frankie, so that's one of the things I knew I had to get on, because when I heard it, it was like, man, it put me in the Spanish Harlem mindset, bro. Like, I could just hear Frankie, money. I could just hear Frankie, money. Yeah. So it was like, I had to jump on that one.
That would definitely be a record he would sing, just because of the way that it sounds. I can understand that. So shout out to Uncle Frankie, man.
Shout out to Uncle Frankie, man. Straight up.
Right,
yeah, I love Profound. Profound, a dope album, a dope track.
It is. It's really dope. That's oh Lord. Sample is fire. But here's a question from Drums Rugged. Shout out to Drums Rugged. He said, question for Notes and Trey. What do y'all want people to get from your lyrics once they hear this album?
Oh man, Trey, I'm gonna let you go first. I like that question.
Simple for me is my mantra. Shit, my heart's good, my mind's a fool. It is what it is, man. Like, I say this like this, not tell this to my people sometimes, man. Fuck with me, but don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to keep it real simple, fuck with me. I fuck with who fuck with me. I fuck with you if you fuck with me, right? If you don't fuck with me, say don't fuck with me, fam. Like, chill. You know what I'm saying? You chill. I know how to chill. I can control myself, and control yourself, and shit, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
So that's what I want people to get from my lyrics. Like, I love my people, man. I love my people. Even I love my people, man. And it's not to say I don't hate no race or culture or nothing, man. But I'm pro-black. Doesn't mean I'm anti anything else.
And that's profound. Notes, what you guys say?
I think for me, man, it's just like what that question that he asked. I like that question. I think it's justice in within my pen. I want people to hear the struggle of my people when we're writing songs, even songs like Profound, right? I want people to hear there's justice in just freedom of speech as well, man. We're able to write, you use our ability to rap to kind of educate our people on what's going on in the world with our people. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me. I think going forward in this new sound for Notes8ighty2wo, that's what I want. It's justice in my pen. I want people to be, listen with a free ear and a free mind. And for me, that's what it is for me. It's just the justice within my pen now. That's what it is for me.
Yo, shout out to y'all, because Profound is a song that talks to the soul, not just to the ear.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the songs in hip hop we're missing today. Because it's cool to be trendy, big guy, SpongeBob got pants and stuff. That's cool. That's for kids. That's necessary.
Yeah.
Then you got, the club songs where you hear, and that's necessary too, because you want to have a good time. But some songs were not made to entertain. They were made to feed your soul, like Strange Fruit, Billie Holiday,
Yes.
Yes. There are songs that are made to make you think. And then you have the Marvin Gayes that will sing to you about the world and make you realize you are part of the world, and the world is inside of you, not just around you. And Profound does that for me.
Yeah,
That's one of my favorite songs on that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out a way at some point to connect the brothers so we can. That's one I want to film, man. I was definitely early in the process of putting an album together. That was one I wanted a visual for, just because I had some ideas for it. So we gonna figure it out, man. We may have to take a little road trip up north or something. Maybe we could do Queensbridge in Brooklyn or something like that, and do that. But I got some ideas for that one. I definitely want to connect the brothers, and let's just.
That's why war going on outside. Where y'all think that came from? I know y'all shot that in Queensbridge. I ain't slow. That's why I said that. That's why I put that up there. So I mean, we can do something. We can take a trip there. We can go to Queensbridge. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
All right. I could come to Newark, New Jersey.
We could.
Come on, man. I'm with that too.
We can go to Temple of Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the rooftops. You know what I'm saying? You got that. We need Rich said we need more stick to your rib raps, correct? Facts. Yeah, that's right. We do.
That's right.
Facts, man.
Whether people want to say it's bots or not, that's why Kendrick won, because he's more political. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Won what? What you mean?
The Drake Kendrick thing. I say the reason why Kendrick was more long lasting the song, because Drake went for the body shot with the family, but Kendrick meant more political and talked about society. That's why I think he you know.
Yeah. That whole battle really bothered me, man. I just didn't.
Because it was trash.
Just because I didn't understand where it came from, man. It's like, damn, bro. I respect. To me, they're both fruit, right? But they apples and oranges. So, like, you guys on rap, like y'all content isn't the same. Like, what would make and for the fact it just I was a big Kendrick fan until he came out with that song. It's like, damn, bro, what you doing? I'm not a Kendrick fan. I'm just not as big of one as I used to be. You know what I mean? Because I was like, for one, y'all don't rap about the same type of things. It's like picking a fight with somebody like you know what I'm saying? Like, it didn't make sense. It just didn't make sense to me, like, to be going at Drake. It didn't make sense to me to go at Drake. And then the other part that gave it a black eye was, like, not to say you, like, Drake didn't make Kendrick's career, because Kendrick can rap his ass off. But he definitely helped. If Drake wasn't on Poetic Justice, that song went really big, and I think his verse had something to do with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to make that song doper than it was already. I mean, but I just didn't understand where the beef came from. Like, what the hell make you talk about Drake?
I'm gonna say this. You know how the Nas and Jay-Z battle started with the subliminals? They were subliminating each other on the same songs. Poetic Justice had on each other in the song.
Did it?
Go back to the lyrics.
It seemed like they was talking about the chick. I got to go back. I guess I missed all of that. And sometimes I know we as fans, we reach, man, and so we really don't know unless you talk to those guys. You don't know that he put a sibling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can say some shit in a verse, and it's happened before, where people thought I was talking about them. It's like, bro, I don't give a fuck about you enough to put you in no goddamn rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But you thinking I'm talking about you, bro? Get the what? Man, it's way bigger than you, man. Say. And so, like, sometimes like you got to keep things in perspective, dog. Because I know as an artist how, and as a fan of rap, how things can get taken out of context if you ain't get it directly from source. So The Four Agreements is one of the most powerful books that I've ever read in life. Like, and the two of the biggest things that I see most people struggle with is assuming and taking things personally.
That's a fact. Talk that life language. That's a fact.
And it's that's why goes back to, again, why I say we're in the world of the WWI, man. We can whack ass individuals, right? Like, it's like, bro. And so some of these same people want to be respected as men when you're just a male. You're just an adult male. You don't carry yourself as a man. It's different. You know what I'm saying? You taking things personal, you all up in your ego, you assuming you got this chip on your shoulder. Ain't nobody done nothing to you, and nobody owe you a bitch ass thing, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to go out here and get what you want. So I don't subscribe to certain narratives that be pushed out here, man, these agendas, man. But I ain't gonna say too much. I said too much, but this shit just, yeah, it kind of bothered me that a guy that I really was I thought really highly of musically when Kendrick, like, it's more important things to talk about than fucking Drake.
Fact.
Like, why the hell are you talking about Drake, fam?
Back to this.
That's my take.
Back to this though, because everything you said described exactly how I felt about the dude who rapped and then start playing the flute like Dave Chappelle and them goat pants.
Full circle.
So you're gonna have to pause on Andre. Say, check this out, bro. You gotta chill, bro. Let's leave 3 stacks out of it, bro. Because he one of my. You see that picture right there to my right here? That's 3 stacks, man. Like, let's chill, bro. Let's chill, bro. I got knives and I got 3 stacks, man. Like, let's chill, bro.
He's one of my favorite artists. Period.
Yeah.
But I want people to stop making him out to be what Scarface is. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Fact. Okay. That's a whole nother thing because he's one of my. That Space is in my top 3 of all time. Period. That's just, and it could be from the cloth that I'm cut from as well, being a Southerner, man. But like the art of storytelling, just when you talk about what hip hop is and storytelling and actually. The terrain that I walked out here and live, like, I can relate to, man, Face was like the godfather of this shit to me, man. Like,
yo, Scarface.
So he don't get enough of his fly. He should be Face should be fucking rich, like filthy rich.
Yeah.
Filthy rich.
He should
be. You know what I'm saying? From his catalog. And that's the sad part. That's what saddens me, man. Like, and that's a whole nother topic, but yeah.
I think the reason Scarface ain't rich, personally, y'all can hate me once again. Y'all know my slogan. I don't care.
Yeah. Business is business.
One reason why I think Scarface ain't that rich guy is because he had one of the lines that said, "This butt ain't made for homie. This butt says exit only."
Yeah.
He was taking that deal. Shout out to Brad. Yeah. That's my guy, yo.
Definitely.
That's my guy. You know what I'm saying? But let's go into another song I want y'all to talk about. That is, I think, a gem on this album, which is the Alumni, the posse track that Kawon wanted to put together. Kawon, why don't you talk about the posse track, who's on it, and how it came together?
Man,
and that last verse, by chance.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I know that's this. I'm a huge fan of posse cuts, bro. All the way from Shame on a Nigga, bring like all the Wu-Tang posse cuts, Protect Your Neck, Fab Five, you know what I'm saying? Even a lot of the since we in the South, a lot of the screw tapes, they have a lot of those posse cuts too. Those joints, you know what I mean?
Me too. So every No Limit track had a posse cut on the first. It's a posse cut. Like the first track was a posse cut. Yeah. Every No Limit album, damn near.
Yeah. And I just wanted my brothers like I told you, this is my starting 5, man. In celebration of the Knicks. This is my starting 5 of the Boom Bap Alumni. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Knicks. I just wanted them to go in, bro. I was like, yo, just do rapper shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta format it. We ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? I just want people to hear you guys spit. You know what I mean? So this is like the final stamp on the project to show that, okay, Kawon really be fucking with some dope MCs. You know what I mean? And then I was fortunate to get my brother Ed Dav, out of semi-retirement. He's after Trav. He's out of Atlanta, based out of Atlanta from Brooklyn. And he's kind of, life is life for him. So he's always working. I think he's like a manager at the Kia plant out there. So whenever if he can take time to record a verse, I'm always very, very appreciative of that, just because he got so much going on in life. So it was dope for him to jump on that. And I just want to hear these brothers on one record together, see how it sounds. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard them all on these records initially, and then I wanted my brother Trey to anchor it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the last voice that you're gonna hear in the project. And I wanted him to, because like I said, he's one of my favorite MCs, top to bottom, right? So I want that to be the final impression of the album, is them hearing my man Trey go off at the end. and talk his shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Trey was saying some slick shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Lindo put me in a compromise in a real peculiar position. I was like, damn, how do I jump in this motherfucker? Yes.
That's true.
Yeah, because Lynn with that slow flow, like I said, Lynn's not a traditional give me a 16. He'll give you like 12,
Yeah.
but he'll stretch out to
Yeah.
12. You know what I mean? So it lined up perfect, man. And honestly,
Mhm.
I had more people initially I was gonna put on the record, but they was kind of giving me the runaround. And it's funny now because those same people are the ones who like in my inbox now asking like, "What's the next project? I see what you're doing, this, that, and the other." And I was just like, "Nah, bro, we good here. Don't even worry about it." You know what I mean? So that's the final stamp on the project is the alumni to let you guys
Check
know
it
who
out.
my top 5 is in the game. You know what I mean?
Check it out.
Okay, Notes, what you want to add in about the alumni track that you're on, by the way?
Everybody on there did their thing, man. Everybody on there did their thing. It was an honor to me for Kawon to actually reach out to me and say, "Hey, man, I need you to get on this, man." So, I think I was in the early process of it. I think Trav had his verse done. One other person had their verse done, and then I came. I think right after that, I was like the third person, which I'm the fourth person. I think I'm the fourth person on there, right? Yeah, I'm the fourth person on there. I want to say I am. No, it's Trav. It's Trav. I'm the third person on there. So I think it kind of played out the way you wanted to play out because everybody it went in sequence. Trav got his first,
Mhm.
second, third, then Lynn after me, and then Trey. Yeah. So yeah, it worked out the right way.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
that's the way I did it. Like I know some people they'll send a beat to like 4 different people and say get on there, and that causes chaos. So I was like, let me just after you record your verse, I'll move it on to the next person. Just
And
because
you
I'm
really did say that, Kawan. You was like, "Yo, it's no hook, no nothing. Just go in." I'm like,
just go
"Okay."
in, yeah, just go in, yeah. We ain't got to overthink this one. I just want people to hear them spit.
Mhm.
So they killed it, man. That's one of my favorite joints. Like I think
Yeah.
it's the perfect bookend from the beginning of the album to the end of the album. It helps it go strong and it helps the flow of the project. And hopefully after people hear the album, they want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
hopefully they'll be asking for a Boom Bap Alumni too at some point. But we got a lot of irons in the fire too, man. So this ain't the last you're gonna hear my brothers. This ain't gonna be the last you hear me. You know, this is just me stepping out on the forefront for a while and kind of taking a little bit of the spotlight here and doing my thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm
That
a,
was a fun track. It was a fun track for me too, man. Like when he told me to get on it and I heard it, I'm like, okay. Then when I heard where Lynn stopped at, it's like, well, shit. That kind of made it weird. But I was like, okay, we're gonna have to let it breathe a little bit. And then once
Yeah.
that first line came to me, then it's like, okay, we good, we golden. And so then it just started to, yeah, everything else was like flow. It was like, okay, let's go. And I was able to kind of touch on some things that bother me, like you chicks with fake weed, with fake hair and eyelashes and shit. Man, stop that shit, man.
Yeah.
Use what God gave you and be. It's the hypocritical part of life really bothers me, and I think that's why what made at the time that I wrote that track, I was thinking about that because I was actually talking to some people at the time, females, that were saying things that just were so contradictory to what they wanted me to believe about their character. You know what I'm saying? Like it's tough for me to push this narrative of holier than thou, believing in the high power and stuff like this, but you can't walk to the grocery store without makeup on, without having hair that's not yours in your head, like without putting 3-inch eyelashes on, and you like worship this God type thing. So certain things really bother me, man. So that's what hip hop allows me to do. It allows me to touch on stuff that I could probably keep in. Like I won't say it to you. Like I'm gonna let you live your life how you want to live your life. But with this music, I can talk about what I want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I don't want to come off too judgmental to someone else's journey. You do what you want to do. I just don't like that shit personally. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can do what you want to do, right? But I can put it in my rap and I can say what I want to say in my music. So it gave me a chance to touch on some things and delve back into my past on some other stuff and it was just cool track to walk on. Really, it was a cool track to breathe on, man. So shout out to Kawon again, man. I appreciate you, Bridget.
Yeah.
all right. So
All day.
the last track was Therapy. And that's what hip hop always has been. And Kawan, I have a righteous jealousy when it comes to you. Nah, that's being real, cause I've been wanting to put out a heritage hip hop project for years.
Do it then.
Yeah.
But because I don't make the beats and I'm trying to get things, a lot of things. No, wait, come on. Let me say no. Let me say this the right way.
All right.
You are the controller of the you have 70% of it done because you do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I have to go and find things and then put people on things. And sometimes when I get it back, it's either mixed wrong or they're not rhyming right, or people play with my character and give me their throwaway rhymes when I think they're great and they give me shit. And I'm like, keep that toilet paper shit to yourself. I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when I think you get a little more respect because, no, I'm sorry, I'm lying. You get a lot more respect because you're the person who made the beat. So it comes from your creative instinct and not you relying on other people to create your vision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I respect you highly and I applaud you. And I say it's righteous jealousy because I'm not jealous that you did and I haven't. It's righteous because I want you to succeed just as much as I want to succeed. I respect you. Like we talk about brotherhood. Niggas, I'm Boom Bap Alumni too. You know what I'm saying?
No, straight up.
You are. Yeah, you are.
But the thing is, it's jealousy in the fact that whatever I want for me, I want my brother to have. And at the end of the day, we always talk about the road to 5K and everything. This is what I want from you. And I want for K-Tre, and I want for Notes8ighty2wo and everybody in the comments who's a creator or creative. I want the world to recognize you and you feel appreciated for the gifts that you create or the talent that you have made manifested. This is why, once again, cheap plug, cheap pop, whatever, I do the Heritage Hip Hop Awards. When I was in 8th grade, I was supposed to get kicked out of school because I was a demon, blah, 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 right? And I remember I graduated and one of my teachers told me I was supposed to give you something that you earned, but because they didn't want you to have it, they told me I couldn't give you something that you deserve. I got chastised as a 12, 13-year-old kid by my own family for not getting that one thing I loved the most. And for me, my math thing was I was really big into history and science. Those are my two favorite subjects. So when I didn't get that right, it scarred me to the point where, as you see, I turned that scar into a platform. You see what I'm saying? And for y'all, I want y'all to know that there's a big sacrifice to give the world your talent. And to put you and like I hate to use this analogy, but it fits. When you make a baby, you fear and you protect your baby to a point where you have to let it live on its own. And that's what albums do. They are your children. You create them, and then you have a certain how are people going to take this thing I created and appreciate it. And righteously, I want everyone in here who are creatives, I want you to make your thing, and I don't care if the world likes it or not. I pray for you to find your tribe and they appreciate it and you and give you the respect of putting your heart, your soul, and your creativity out to the world. Because we all know what God said about the servant that did not use the talent and buried it. He called him a wicked servant, took his talent away and gave it to somebody else. I'd rather you give your talent to the world and the world appreciates you. So
I appreciate that, bro.
I want to tell all of y'all, you know, from the heart. You know,
I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, for me, man, it's a little bit different how I approach this thing because I'm not a traditional artist. I'm not a MC. I'm not a, like I got a, 9 to 5 family. You know what I mean? This is just my release. So for somebody to tell me like your shit is whack or this, that, and the other, typically those are people who haven't recorded a record, who haven't made a beat. You know what I'm saying? They just want something to hate on. So it doesn't bother me. Like you said, you kind of have your tribe and you have your people that you rock with and you just keep building with them. So I turn off the noise when it comes to all this stuff. I don't get involved with the social media stuff like that to where I'm trying to chase something because there's nothing for me to chase like that. You know what I'm saying? My purpose here, in my opinion, my purpose here and this piece part of my life is I'm doing this for Uncle Frankie. I'm doing this for Pops. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm doing it for my brothers here because I want them to win. So if I gotta create something to help them get a different look on them or a different light on them, then that makes me happy. Like this project makes me happy seeing that when people hear this project, they're gonna hear a different note. So they're gonna actually be introduced to K-Tre, you know what I'm saying, from a different standpoint. You know what I'm saying? So it's that's just my thing, man. Like I just, it can come back to bite you sometimes because people try to take advantage of it, but that usually works itself out at the back end. You know what I mean? So it's full steam ahead now, bro. It's gonna be a different look, different Kawon, different feel. We're gonna do some things a little bit differently on this next year. And I'm glad to have my brothers riding with me and you, Karev, and you know, we working on some other stuff. So this is where I'm supposed to be, and I'm very excited for what's about to happen.
All right, so gentlemen, before we close out, we're gonna close the show with Dirty Angels. All right, so we're gonna talk about that in a minute, but drop your social medias, let everybody know where they can find you, and we're gonna go to the last part of the interview.
Word. You can catch me. I'm more active on the IG, Kawon_J_Productions. You'll see me on there. You'll see me on Mad Good Records IG page. They're distributing the project for tapes and CDs. I have the website djkawonmusic.com, so you could be able to purchase the music there if you want it. We're about to do a pre-order. I'm gonna give away. Hey, I'm breaking the news here. So I'm gonna have the tapes and CDs, but I'm also gonna have a digital download, and I'm gonna sell it for $4.70 because it's gonna be my 47th birthday when we drop the album, June 23rd. So I want to pay, you know, special for that, and then we're gonna do the pre-order. So I'm gonna send an email out to people who are subscribed currently on my website this weekend, and if they want to pre-order the digital copy, they can get it for $4.70. And this is the album for the people, man. This has nothing to do with trying to turn a coin or try to be this next big whatever. This is a labor of love that I've spent the last year putting together, and I'm just excited for people to hear Notes, K-Tre, Lynn, Bad Seed, Cold Camp. You know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of dope MCs from all over the country and in Canada that's featured on this project, and I can't wait to see them get their shine.
Notes.
All right, so you can catch me at Notes8ighty2wo. It's spelled differently now. So NOTES, the number 8 IGHT, the number 2 WO. That's on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, on YouTube too as well. So yeah, Boom Bap Alumni album, June the 23rd. It drops. Make sure you go out and buy it. You know, I know he wants you to download it, but go buy the album. What I got right now, BEP's out right now on my Notes8ighty2wo Bandcamp page. Head over, go get that. That's just an appetizer. I rapped over some Common's B beats. So go get that.
Nice.
And I'm just excited that the Boom Bap Alumni album is dropping next month. And then in a couple of months from now, about 4 or 5 months from now, me and Kawon has a project, The Faculty, produced by only DJ Kawon. So look out for that. And that's it. That's all I got.
It's done. The project is done.
Done. Yes,
just right quick before I get out, Couch Potato, man, I really, you know, I don't give a shit, right? Like if people compare me to somebody that ghost wrote, that was ghost written, I mean, it ain't my thing. Entertainers are entertainers, so I'm not gonna delve back into did he make the song or did he not make it? I'm just gonna assume he wrote it. If he didn't, that's on him. He got to live with that. You know what I'm saying? I write my music, so it's not my thing. But yeah, y'all can follow me at K-Tre Taylor, man, on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. I think it's K-Tre too. I think I changed it too. If not, it's You Not Like Me. A Humble Cake EP coming soon, man. Karev, I'm gonna be sending you some things, man. I got a EP I'm dropping this titled Humble Cake, right? Instead of Humble Pie, right? So it's a different spin. It's called Humble Cake, man, and that'll be dropping soon, man. Again, I thank you for your platform, brother, and I really appreciate what you do and what you give, man, like the things that you give back to the community just by being the person that you are, so introspective, right? And outspoken and not afraid to be comfortably in your skin, man. And I thank you for that. We need more of that, man. And that's the narrative I push, for people to comfortably be themselves, right? Like, quit trying to put on for people, fuck the egos and shit like that, man. Like, just be who you are. Shout out to my brother Kawon, man. Thank you again for humbly, bro. You know, just for this whole journey has been beautiful, man. we came a long way, but still we got so far to go, you know, in the words of the infamous Tupac, right?
Yeah,
And
man.
Notes 82, man, it's been a pleasure, man. I'm thankful for you as well, and grateful that you were able to hop on the track with me, man, and make it
Definitely.
what it is, man. We hopefully we can put some visuals to it soon. I'm pretty sure Kawon will work it out, and
Yeah.
I'm down to cop a plane, hop a flight. So
Definitely.
we'll make that happen as soon as it's supposed to happen, man.
Word.
But yeah, man, y'all follow me, man. Y'all be on the lookout for Humble Cake. Go check out any of my music that's under my other BKA or AKA Mr. Lefty Goodheart, right? My heart's good. My mind's a fool. That's where that comes from. So y'all can check out all of the singles that I put out, Freedom, Truth Be Told. Man, just it's really some dope things that's out there right now under my old assumed name. And KTre got some things coming for y'all soon with this Humble Cake and some other things that we got in store. Grove Side Representative. Y'all can also follow me on Grove Side Entertainment on IG and Facebook, Grove Side Entertainment. All spelled out fully. It'll pull up. Just pull it up. Other than that, man, it's been a pleasure and an honor and humbling experience to be on here with you dope kings, man. Just man, y'all some heavy dudes, man. And make me feel like I'm a part of something, so I feel good in my polo robe. You know what I'm saying? Being able to,
I was gonna call that out right away. Say, man, I was like, oh, polo robe.
yeah, I feel good to be on here, man, in my polo robe with such stand-up guys, man. I really appreciate this platform, career. Keep
You know what,
doing it, man.
Karev? I've known K-Tre almost as he's almost me and his relationship is almost as long as my marriage. Like I think I met him a
Hmm.
few weeks before me and wifey went off to get married. So that's how far back, and we about to hit year 16 on the first, June
Hmm.
1st. So
Yeah.
we've we've been through life, man. Good, bad, ups, downs. I've I was fortunate to have one of his dog's kids, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
Linux, rest in peace to Linux. And
yeah. Rest in peace,
we've
man.
we've made music together, we've done shows together, we've
We
traveled New
traveled,
York. Like it's
man.
this is like my brother,
Philly, New
man.
York, yeah,
Yeah,
like for real.
this is my
Atlanta,
brother. And
yeah.
Notes is my brother too, man. I met Notes back in 2020 around the pandemic time, so that's when me and him
Yeah.
got real cool. And he was dealing with losing JB and stuff like that, so it was kind of
Yeah.
cool to see him kind of come out on the other side of that and
Yeah.
other family stuff. And that's my brother, man. So these are the two dudes that I talk to about anything in life, you know. And very quickly, Trav is one of my guys too, man. I could talk to that dude
Yeah.
about anything because we have a very similar background as far as life and stuff like that. So that's just what I'm surrounding myself around, man. I just, like I said, I'm getting older in life, and so time is of the essence. So I can't just waste my time dealing with people who ain't figured out their life yet. So that's just where I'm at
Yeah.
on a lot of this stuff, man. So get everybody who want to rock with us, man. You got to have it together. Like we not holding hands anymore. That's never gonna happen ever
Mhm,
again. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Well, that's what's up.
Boom Bap alum, baby.
That's it. But
Word.
Yeah. Boom Bap
usually
alumni. Boom Bap alumni coming soon.
I like that card. Yeah, normally
I got you.
we do. Normally we do the rapid fire questions. Notes loves that part of the show.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
rapid fire questions. We're not doing the rapid fire questions for this show. This show, we're going to give everybody a chance to ask the host. Everybody gets to ask the host one question before we close out on the music video. You're going to intro the video, Kawon, then we're going to play it. So, Kawon, as now you're the interviewer. You get to ask the host a question. What would you like to know?
Man, what keeps you going, bro? What is it that you always have that in you to want to keep teaching, man? Because every time I see you publicly in a situation like this, you're always teaching. So what is it about that gets you excited about teaching?
What, hip hop or my
Hip
job?
hop, hip hop.
Oh, it's just passing off the jewels of life. That's why the Bible was written. Basic instructions before leaving earth. I pray I make it to the kingdom in the end. So if I could pass off a jewel and then it helps somebody else, no matter how many blemishes I have on my robe, if I could give somebody hope, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Same. I
Yeah.
fuck with that.
All right,
Yep.
Notes, your turn.
All right, sir. So this is a question, but it's more or less not really. So
Okay.
me and you, we're gonna work on an EP, right? Who would you pick production wise for it to be a Karev and Notes 82 project? Where Karev is actually the MC, not the MC. Well, you're basically the host of the EP. who would you pick for production wise to do the EP for us? Who would be the person you would pick?
D-Rock.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this to you, right? And then I'm gonna let KTre go, right? So we're gonna work on an EP, Karev and Notes8ighty2wo.
For real?
And Kawon. I want Kawon, I want Stress, and I want Condu. I want to set that up for me and you to do an EP. It don't have to be right away, but at some point we need to do an EP, bro.
What am I doing on it?
You gonna host
You
it.
DJ
You gonna be
Khaled.
talking your
Yeah.
shit, man.
All right,
Yeah.
bro. You asking me to rap?
DJ Clue, DJ Khaled, Violator.
You shit on there, man.
Yeah.
Condu is our secret weapon too, bro. That's our secret weapon.
Okay.
So
Like other song you got out in the chamber that's you being hot and like that song.
Yeah.
What song?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it.
What song you talking about?
I don't know the name of it. I don't know no name of it.
Wait, you talking about me? You talking about me, right?
Yeah, I don't know the name of the song.
Oh, you talking about Captions?
Is that the name of the song? I don't know the name of the
I
song.
think that's the name of the song.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
want
that's a
that.
Condu beat.
Captions.
Yeah.
That's the DeAndre Jordan face when he dunked on dude.
Yeah, KTre, go ahead, man. Ask your question, man.
All right. What's one thing about yourself that you appreciate, that you like and love, that people that you don't get enough credit for because people don't know it about you?
I like that question.
My desire to learn, that I don't get angry at being wrong. Your ego makes you angry at being incorrect. You can say, I don't know something, because when you're wrong, people, you be like, damn, I got that wrong. But when you get past that, it's like, oh, I'm wrong. All right, well, show me where I'm right. Because at the end of the day, a wrong is an opportunity to write a path that you're walking on.
Facts.
That's just how
Righteous.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute to you, my brother. Yeah.
Us.
Hey, you a dope soul, man. For real, career, man. We need to link up, man. Next time we've been trying to catch up with you, man. Me and Kawon, we done been to New York several times, and you just a hard man to catch up with.
I'm like you, man. I got a purpose. You gotta fulfill it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. No, facts.
And we gonna make it happen. I swear, when I see my brothers in person again, it's gonna be different this time.
Yeah.
I met Kawon, I met Notes. Notes was cool as hell with his foot on the wall, and Kawon was interviewing people. You haven't seen you yet, and I'm looking forward to it.
We're gonna do it again.
Foot on the wall like this. I was like, Notes. He's like, huh? Yeah, correct. I was like, that was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Do that again.
I can't wait because I need to come out to y'all lands. You know,
it'd be dope. Yeah, we definitely show you around the city, man. We're gonna have us a craft beer or something and chill out. I don't know if you drink beer, but if not, we'll find something to do.
It's all right. You can drink for me.
Yeah. Whatever you do, we'll figure it out, and we'll make sure that we're in a space where you can enjoy whatever your vices are, or pastimes, or the things that you find fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna just bring the camera. You just bring me some interesting people. We talk about some hip hop and do some heritage hip hop stuff.
We can definitely do that. Yeah, I know.
I love music, man. Music.
Ah, man, yeah. So Dallas is like a melting pot for it too, man. It's like a lot of shout out to Cure for Paranoia, man. My boys just won Tiny Desk submission too, man. They've tried a couple of times, so they finally won, man. And I appreciate them dudes. They really dope group, man. If you're not familiar, Karev, do yourself a favor. Cure for Paranoia.
Cure for Paranoia.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's just a shameless play. They don't got nothing to do with me, but I just like to big up people that have been working, and they've been working, man. They've really been working. They deserve it.
All right, well, I'll just put it in my search, so I'm gonna check that out.
Yes, sir. Thank me later. You'll thank me later. I promise you will, because you're a fan of hip hop. You'll thank me later.
Cameron Cloud.
Yes, sir.
There you go. Found it.
Yes, sir.
Paranoia, no brainer. NPR.
The dude, he's one of the only MCs I've privy to know for real, like met in life for real. But this dude last year put a verse a day up for the entire year of 2025. Every day of 2025, he had a different rap verse on his social media every day. So when we talk about 10,000 hours, like putting your 10,000 hours in, dude put his 10,000 hours in, man. Straight up, man. 365 verses. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Come on, man. I haven't done it. So I'm a salute and I'm gonna be in admiration of things that I myself hadn't done. Right? Like I can't hate on that. Like, damn.
Yeah.
Ain't no way to hate on that anyway. You can't.
Yeah.
The work ethic is there. Dude, dope, man. You'll appreciate it. Yeah.
Got it. All right. I'm on it. All right. So we're going to get up out of here, everybody, and we're going to talk about the first release of this album. Kawon, take it away, introduce the album, and we're going to play the video, and we out of here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Boom Bap Alumni is dropping on June 23rd on my birthday. We're going old school. We're dropping music on a Tuesday again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna have the digital downloads available. We're gonna have the tapes, CDs. Shout out to DJ at Mad Good Records. And the first single that we dropped was Dirty Angels, featuring my brothers up from Canada, Cold Camp. And this is my joint. I love this record. I love how it sounds. I love the graininess of it, and I love the verses on it. So it's definitely stepping out of our comfort zone and introducing the world to Canadian hip hop.
Shout out to my man who introduced Krampus to a damn rap song. That was deep. Who's my man who covers his face? You said
That's Dirty Samples, his name.
Dirty Samples.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, hip hop has some of the dopest names.
Yes, sir.
Knuckle Draggers.
Knuckle Draggers. Nah, for real.
Look up Knuckle Draggers. Bro.
Dirty Samples.
It's URZ for Knuckle Draggers. You'll see it. They don't.
Hey, Kawon, I'm gonna ask you one thing for me, and I mean this. I really mean this. It's for real. Everybody that's on this album I haven't talked to, please introduce me to them because I would love to have them on the platform.
I got you.
Even my man
group chats.
Even my man with the glistening chest on the beach. Is that Eric Solo? Even him. I want to know more about.
I got another dope joint with Eric Solo too. Him and it's another project I'm working on called The Low Tape. Eric Solo and Hostiles is on the record together. It's called Criticism of Whack Rappers. It's a dope record. It's really dope.
Criticism of Whack. You gotta love these names, yo. Love these names. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us on Off the Record. This was a 2-hour show. That should tell you how dope this album is.
Appreciate you, brother.
Three of the dopest individuals I've met. Three of some of the dopest individuals I met on Heritage Hip Hop. And it's an honor and a pleasure to take y'all out with the first visual, which is Dirty Angels featuring Cold Camp by DJ Kawon off the Boom Bap Alumni album. This album comes out when again? What day?
June 23rd.
June 23rd. We always say stream to see if you like it, but if you like it or love the album, buy it. I ask y'all not only to buy this album, but
it's not gonna be on the streams.
There you go. So make sure you buy it and make sure you share it. And when somebody wants to dub it, tell them, no, my brother, you got to get your own.
Yeah, we're just throwing the official singles on the streams, but the album won't be on the streams.
There y'all go. Perfect. So for all y'all out
Boom
there,
Bap.
May the Most High bless you. Peace. And you're welcome.
Hey yo, what's good? Yo man, you won't believe this. Bully just got ran up on by a dirty angel. Yo, log cabins the size of mansions, spanned cold campus, rise from the alpine and birch branches like Krampus. A blank pages like a white canvas to write anthems. Advance it past wide chasms, frozen might grab it, might pass it. Middle finger to the man, don't like badges. Dripping acid like white rabbit holes 5 fathoms deep. Can't quite imagine the type of magic we practice. No crashing, half pipes and Sean White backflip. No compassion for those has-beens with no passion. Trash bin rappers get clapped with a slow reaction. We just don't understand them like we need closed caption. Control with both hands, multifaceted like Bo Jackson. Flows patent protected, don't go in the cabin. Cold camp in the cabin with ice rings like Saturn. No Chanel type fashion, double Z icy pattern. The glass ceiling shattered and scattered across the planet. Angels in the snow, get down and lay down and stay down. Yeah, the temp going way down. The temp going way down. The temp going way down. Angels in the snow, get down and lay down and stay down. The temp going way down. The temp going way down. The temp going way down.
Fully never stress. Peaks on me flex, fully blessed where the glaciers rest. Don't slip, better catch your breath. Blue flame through the ice, gonna melt your head. Frostbite, Nike spikes, leave them left for dead. Watch the wolves in the bears come to take what's left. Break the necks and heart, and boy, don't fake them checks. We can see you vexed, they just see-through nets. We them ski-doo vets, they spit weak crew threats. Avalanche lurking, go see who's next. Manic man flirting with a deep freeze death. Panic starts spreading and the meat get wrecked. We get the grease and jet. Monster squad, ice guards walking on frozen promenade. Fur coats trapper working, pull up at the more. We different, kid, listen. Cold chillin'.
Angels in the snow, get down and lay down and stay down. Yeah, the temp going way down. The temp going way down. The temp going way down. Angels in the snow, get down and lay down and stay down. The temp going way down. The temp going way down. The temp going way down.
A new Boom Bap alumni joining us right now.
Thank you and good night. We are Heritage Hip Hop. Real hip hop. Real